Hello, good morning, teacher and classmate. I will talk about El Salvador. Welcome to El Salvador. El Salvador, country in America and Central America. El Salvador is a small nation in the Central America. It is known for its Pacific Ocean beaches, surf breaks, and mountains scenery. Its Ruta de las Flores is a winding road that passes through coffee plantations, tropical forests, with waterfalls and cities like Huayua, with a gastronomic festival every weekend along with a taco, where there are lively murals, the capital in San Salvador with volcanoes. Wait, and a spectacular musician. Wait, drop backdrop at several museums and the National Movie Theater. National dishes. Pupusas are by far the most popular food in El Salvador. They are national dishes of the country. If you visit El Salvador, you have to try this traditional and cheap food. You can have them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Traditional beverage. One of the most popular Salvadorian drinks is horchata de morro, which is made from morro, roasted corn, peanuts, anise, and rice. Typical costume of El Salvador. Here is the most representative typical Salvadoran costume of the Central Zone, specifically is from Panchimalco. Sorry, all ladies use it. And national flag. The two blue strips symbolize the two oceans that bathe Central America, the Pacific Ocean, and the Atlantic. The white colors symbolize peace. In the middle of the wild strip is the national coat of arms or the legend Dios, Unión y Libertad. And that is all. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Now we're going to have somebody else. Thank you for your presentation. Remember, this is for everyone, okay? A presentation is not only reading, okay? Be careful with that. With presentation, I mean to talk mostly, not reading, okay? Be careful with that. But thank you. Very good job. Now let's see. We're going to have let's see. I don't know what's going on. Can you please start sharing so that I can see
Okay,
who are? Okay, thank you.
welcome.
Let's see. Thank you. Now let's see. We're going to have Carla Maria Rivera. Go ahead, please. Carla Maria. Hello. Okay, so she's not in here. She just got into the conversation maybe. Carla Maria Rivera, are you there? Okay, she's not in here. So let's see. Oscar Daniel.
All right, yes.
Okay,
Let's
please. There you go.
share the screen. Just a second. Do you see the screen? Hello?
Hello,
Can you
Oscar.
see? Can you see the screen?
Well, actually, I am not able to.
Okay, let me just a second. What about now?
Yes, much better. Thank you.
Awesome.
Well, you stopped sharing. I don't know what's going on. Hello, hello. Who is the one? People? Hello, hello. Okay, so right now we're going to have, since your classmate maybe have problems. Let's see. Jessica Marielos, please. Jessica Marielos, are you there?
One moment, please.
Okay. Yes, hello, Miss Jessica.
Ya lo pueden ver.
No, we can't.
Teacher, I got a question. I guess that I got disconnected. Were you be able to finish, well, to hear my presentation?
No sé qué pasó. Ahorita. Oh, sí.
I am not able to see it. And Daniel, I couldn't listen to you. I don't know if somebody else could listen to him. Guys, please let me know. Did you watch Danielle's presentation? No, right?
I guess that I got a problem here. Can you give me another chance after the one that is about to pass?
Yeah, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry.
Thanks.
Miss Jessica?
Ya lo pueden visualizar. No sé si tengo problemas con eso porque tengo ahorita problemas con la compu.
Not me. How about you? Let's see. Ingrid, can you see the screen? What she is presenting? Ingrid, Tatiana, Alexis, Eunice. Can you see the screen? ¿Pueden ver la presentación de su compañera?
No, I can't.
Okay, very good. So now let's see. We are going to give you some chance. So please, Daniel, go ahead. Vamos a darle a Daniel el espacio para que después proceda usted, Jessica.
Okay, let me try one more time. It should be working now.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, let's go one more time. I really hope that it works now. Okay, guys. Good morning, teacher and class. Today I am going to talk about Costa Rica. I would like to start by saying that Costa Rica is a Central American country, which is located here. Actually, we are neighbors of it. It is located next to us. And to start, I would like to say that the flag of Costa Rica, it has a very interesting design, which is composed by two blue strips and then another two white ones, and in the middle has a red one. We're going to move on to the capital city of which is San Jose. This is the capital city of Costa Rica. As you can see this here on the image, it has a big building in it and also has a lot of houses right there. It looks very nice, right? Super nice. And also we have right here typical food of Costa Rica. Actually, there are many dishes that are very popular in this country. Many of them are super delicious. I was reading about them. But probably this is the most famous one, gallo pinto. The name is super interesting because when you hear gallo pinto, you maybe start thinking, what might be, right? What might it be? But basically, gallo pinto is composed by beans and rice, right? It's basically what we call here in El Salvador casamiento, right? But it's super delicious. I really love it. And well, that's pretty much it about Costa Rica. That's the presentation that I prepared for you and for the class. And I really hope that you like it. Thanks a lot for the attention today. And that's it.
Okay, very good job, Oscar. Well, gallo pinto is very, very delicious. They add different things that we add in here, and it's like crunchy. Okay, it's really nice. I love gallo pinto. Last time I passed there, my family received us and provide us with gallo pinto. And believe me, it's delicious, delicious, delicious. Now let's see, Miss Jessica, are you able to? Thank you, Mr. Daniel. You still have problems? Okay, so we're going to start we're going to continue with the others. Jose Neftali, please go ahead. Jose Neftali, are you here? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Jose Neftali Alvarado Valladares. So he's not in here.
Sí, ahorita presente.
Okay, so please share your screen. Okay. There you go. Start, please.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I will talk about the country of Colombia. Colombia, official names, República de Colombia, capital Bogotá, language Spanish, nationality Colombian. Independence Day, July 20. Administrative division, 32 departments, and the capital. Culture, gastronomy. Each region of Colombia has its own dishes and its own variants. Some are bandeja paisa, sancocho, arepa, lechona, ajiaco, changua, fritanga, etc. Tradition. The tradition of Colombia and their validity of over time make of Colombia culture one of the most extreme in the world. Some are Carnaval de Negros y Blancos, Carnaval de Barranquilla, etc. Dance. Dance in Colombia, like any artistic manifestation, is a reflection of the context in which it arises. These characteristics dance of Colombia are el bullanguerengue, el torbellino, el joropo, el mento, el vallenato y el venznaque. Music. Colombian music is influenced by Spanish ingenuos and African elements that were part of of that nation. This, this country has a great musical diversity. That is why it is known as country of a thousand rainings, among which are la cumbia, el vallenato, y el curulao. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Yes, it is known as the country of a thousand rhythms. Okay, rhythms. Yeah, and it is very important. Music over there is one of the most famous thing, and you're going to listen to that in every single corner. More than that, well, it's a nice country. Food is delicious as well. And what's the name of this guy? Aniceto Molina is not known in Colombia as it is in El Salvador. Okay, a curious fact. Aquí en El Salvador, Aniceto Molina, diciembre, and so on. Over there, nobody knows him, almost nobody. Okay, so Diomedes Diaz over there is very famous, but in here, only Fonseca and this guy Aniceto Molina. Okay, now let's see, Jessica, could you solve your problem? Were you able to solve it?
Mm,
Okay, Danny,
solo
no.
voy a intentarla porque no sé qué problema tengo.
Okay. Do you have a good internet connection? Okay, now we can see it. Ahora sí. There you go.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to El Salvador. El Salvador is presented for the great variety of customs that they pass to the ancient ancestors. Dance of the Pinto Bowl. To the beat of the music, the bowl imitates the animal and does different pirouettes. This dance can be seen in some events that take place in the city and during festive events. Tourist place. The historic center of San Salvador comprises the area where the station of the capital, 6th century. The Ruta de las Flores is a charming near Apaneca y la Matepec mountain range between the departments of Ahuachapán and Sonsonate. Typical dish: El Salvador. Most notable dish is pupusa, artillo, handmade, corn or rice flour, tortilla, stuffed, white cheese, chicharrón, ground pork cooking to the paste consistency, refried beans or loroco. Typical drink: horchata de morro. It's a typical drink in El Salvador, very traditional and widely consumed in all countries. It is a refreshing drink that contains a high nutritional value, calories, and also iron. Cross Lake, the origin of the day of the Crow Festival days back to the 4th century. It is a Christian tradition that records the cross on which Jesus Christ died. In El Salvador, it marks important aspects of the season, such as the start of the rainy season, among others. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Now let's see, we're going to have Daniela. You have your hand up, so please.
Okay, give me one moment.
So there you go.
Hello, good morning, everyone. This is my presentation. I chose Italy, since it's one of the countries that I would like to travel. Well, let's start. The Iranian Republic is a cross-continental sovereign country, member and founder of the European Union, constituted in a parliamentary republic made up of 20 regions. This in turn made up of 111 provinces. The culture Italy is recognized for its art, its many monuments, including La Torre Inclinada de Pisa and the Coliseo Romano, as well as for its gastronomy. Some of the famous Italian dishes are pasta, risotto, gelato, and pizza. And something more, for example, its wine, its lifestyle, its painting, its designing, cinema, theater, literature, and music. The most usually drinks we have wine, as we'll say before, the coffee, more specifically espresso, and cappuccino are also iconic drinks of Italian and also famous in the world. The Italian clothing that the men wears denote comfort and serenity, which is why he wears completely black pants that will be covered almost to the knees by white stockings. It's accompanied by a vest inside a white skirt and a tie of the same color as the sash that will go on the waist, between the union of the skirt and the pants. Moccasine type shorts are also important in this typical Italian costume. The typical Italian clothing that the women wear shows elegance. It consists of a pleated skirt that is raised internally by a petticoat. The skirt is surrounded The skirt is surrounded by ribbons at the end and below it, while the stocking that cover from the feet to the knees. On top, she wears a short-sleeved blouse that is sprinkled at the end and a strap fight. First on top, the shoes are classic loafers. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Well, yeah, just a curious fact for you guys. A coffee or a cappuccino is more expensive than a bottle of wine in Italy. Okay, so you pay 5 euros for a cappuccino, and you pay 2 euros for a bottle of wine. Okay, so it's interesting. Now let's see. We have some hands up, and we are going to have Dagoberto Molina, then Lisette Eunice, then Mariana Alexia, and then Rene Alexander. So please, then Nabil. Okay, what are we going to do? As soon as one finishes, the other is going to continue. Okay, so please, there you go.
Okay. Uh, Sabah al-Khayri. This is good morning in Arabic, which is to you about which is the tradition. One of the most common tradition in Egypt is the one that is practiced at the table. When eating, don't take food with your left hand. You're completely filled. The way to tell your host that you're done is to leave something behind. Food. It's important to price the food, even if you didn't like it. Um, National dishes. One of many typical Egyptian dishes is fathom, a meat dish, beef or chicken, rice, garlic, and layers of dried, bread soaked in froth. It's usually cooked in the oven and served with yogurt and dried fruit. Beverage. Um, As for the typical drinks, I can mention chai tea, which is a national drink. It's a strong black tea. There is also the Shai Nana variety that is served with mint leaves. And finally, sports. In the field of sport, soccer and basketball are practiced a lot. In football, the national team is known by the nickname Pharaohs. Egyptian footballer Mohamed Salah has lifted the 2019 European Super Cup with Liverpool FC. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Okay, very good job. Thank you. Now let's see who's next. Very good job, Dagoberto. Now let's see who's next. Hello, hello. Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. Custom and tradition on Colombia. My country is Colombia. What are the traditions of Colombia? One of the most important customs and traditions of Colombia is the Day of the Candles. Also, Carnival of Barranquilla, one of the most outstanding and representative tradition of Colombia. It exhibits cultural and folkloric events. Typical Colombia food: red coffee. Authentic or black coffee in Colombia, it is taken at breakfast, lunch, dinner, and practically at any time of the day, submitting evidence by the fourth coffee producer in the world and the first in terms of softness on the bean. In Colombia, it is customary to be offered and tinto wherever you go. Lechona, typical of the Andean region, and made from pork. It is usually prepared in the oven and is filled with meat and stewed, prepared with potato, rice, salt, and onion. Tamal, prepared with rice, chicken, meat, pork, and grains. Wrapped in banana leaves, it can also be served with chocolate and arepas, another of the typical dish of Colombia. Bandeja paisa. You can't talk about typical Colombia food without mentioning the famous bandeja paisa, a dish famous for its abundance. Among its ingredients are white rice with powdered cereals, roasted pork, greens, slice of ripe banana, or patacon, Antioquia chorizo with lemon, Antioquia arepa, sofrito with tomato and onion, beans, sliced tomato and avocado. It is usually accompanied with mazamorra with milk, ground panela, dulce, macho, or guava sandwich. Typical costumes of Colombia: the girls, the boys. The most popular music in Colombia: vallenato, cumbia, and reggaeton. Okay, thank you.
Okay, very, very nice job. Yes. Now, there you go. We are going to have the next one, please, so as to move on and have the others participate. Thank you, Lizette. Very nice job. Who's next? Okay, there you go. Alexia, there you go.
Good morning, teacher and classmates. I am going to talk about the country of Mexico. The some traditions are Day of the Dead, Independence Day, Day of the Virgin of Guadalupe, Holy Week. National dishes: tacos, pozole, chilaquiles, mole, and tortas. National beverage: Mexican hot chocolate, fruit water fresh, ponche, michelada, and atole. I choose this country because I visited it twice and I think it's so beautiful. Its food, drinks, place, tradition, and culture. I like this country. I visited some very important places: Angel of Independence, Basilica of the Virgin of Guadalupe, Cafetería El Dicho y from Televisa, the Tomb of the Chavo del Ocho, Museum of Sira, and South Historic Center. Thanks for your attention.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Now let's see who's next.
Me, just give me a minute.
Okay.
Do you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So, good morning, teacher and class. I'm going to tell you about Israel. Okay, where is Israel located? It is a country in the Middle East on the Mediterranean Sea. By some know as the Holy Land. Some people call this country in this way for the history and the things that happened there. Then, what are some of the most visited sites in Israel? Among them are Jerusalem. It's by far the most visited place in Israel. Many come there to listen to its histories or see the architecture, and some often call it the center of the world. Some people call Israel in this way, so I don't know. And then we have Tel Aviv. Tel, Tel Aviv is the modern city in the country with a lot of nightlife and very important for the economy of this country. Then we have Dead Sea, the lowest point of the earth. Many people go there to float in the water because of the amount of salt it contains. It sounds funny, I think. I would like to try it someday. Traditions. The festivals and traditions that Israel has are some of the reasons why tourists visit this place. Some of these traditions are the Festival of Israel. In this festival, the classic music of the place, dance, art is shown, and it takes place during the spring. Then it's the second festival, and it's called Seven Festival of Israel. This is a combination of seven different festivals, and it's based on God and His convenience with the people of Israel. There are many more holidays and celebrations, but they have a deeper and theological meaning that is more difficult to explain. So I can explain another case. Then we have typical food. For some of us, perhaps a dish called hummus is no. Personally, I saw this called in a movie, and it's so interesting for me. But it's interesting, and this is a paste made from chickpea puree, or sometimes it's made from kind of beans. Then we have tahini. It's a famous fruit for Israel too, and this is from sesame seeds. It doesn't sound like some something tasted to me, but it's very loved by the Israel. And the favorite drink for them, it's a kind of lemonade, but they call it arak, and it's a drink with liquor and mint. And here's some images from Israel, and their native language is Hebrew. And that's all.
Okay, very good. Very nice job. So there you have. Now let's see who's next. Let's have a very interesting country. If you have opportunity, go and visit it. That's nice.
It's me.
Go ahead.
Okay. Pueden ver.
Yes, we're able to. So please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, teacher. My name is Nabil Eduardo Diaz Martinez, and the country that I'm going to talk about today is Argentina. So let's start with the national flag. As you can see, the flag of Argentina only have two colors, but the combination of those two colors makes it special. In the traditions, we have drink mate with friends. Some people say it's the Fernet, but the most popular beverage in Argentina is mate. If you don't believe me, ask an Argentine. And that's something common every day in that country. Empanadas are the typical dish in Argentina. They love so much empanadas, and they can eat them uh, all day if they want. Football is a religion, and I'm not kidding when I tell you this. Football is a religion. They love so much Messi, Maradona, Riquelme, or another great footballer of that country. And finally, they love tango in Paris. Tango and the carnivals are the perfect combination to be happier in that country. That's all. Thanks for pay attention.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Yes, Argentinians have what's in a traditional beverage? Nabil? Mate, right?
Nabil. Some people say it's the Fernet. Fernet is like liquor.
Okay, no, but that's the hot one
Oh,
is mate, right?
mate.
Okay, I do not remember if Uruguayan people have something similar like this. The thing is that they use a lot of you know, special leaves in there. La cosa es que los argentinos se lo toman caliente y hay otros que se lo toman helado. No sé si son los uruguayos o los paraguayos, pero es diferente. Yes, very similar the way it looks.
Yeah.
Very similar. Okay, very good. Now, who's next? Thank you, Nabil.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, first I'm sorry for the noise. I have a noise neighbor.
Don't worry, we all have a noisy one. Okay, so there you go.
Good morning, everyone. Today I tell you about what South Korea is. South Korea is a country belonging to the Asian continent. I show you some national dishes, beverage, tradition, and what they consist of. Bibimbap means mixed rice or mixed food. It consists of a bowl of rice with vegetable and meat on it. At the time of eating, stir the ingredients and add sesame oil and gochujang. Kimchi, fermented Asian cabbage. Ingredients such as radish or cucumbers are used, are accompanied by pepper or ground red chili, garlic, and onion. Is an accompaniment. Kimbap. This is made from cooked with rice, seasoned with salt and sesame oil. The interior is filled with other chopped roasted of fresh ingredients. Then is it rolled into pressed algae and pressed cut. Traditional beverage, makgeolli or takju. Korean rice wine, traditional alcoholic beverage originating in Korea. And soju. The sale beverage native to Korea, traditionally made with rice, is of cold content typically range from about 20% to about 45%, with 20% being the most common. Tradition of South Korea, Chuseok. One of the most important festivals in Korea has its origin in the harvest, when farmers thanked their ancestors for the harvest obtained and shared the leftovers with friends and family. And curious fact, military service is a mandatory for all Korean men. Thank you for your attention. I hope the information has been interesting. Have a nice day.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Now let's see how many of you have tried soju. Soju?
No.
No. Have you? Okay, the thing is that in San Salvador there are plenty of Korean restaurants, and I tried soju once, and that's disgusting. I didn't like it at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Yeah.
Disgusting. Okay. Now let's see who's next. Thank you, Gabby. Now let's see Betsy, right? Let's see.
Tell me a moment.
Okay.
Me confirman si ya se ve.
You can start now. We can see your
Okay.
screen.
Good morning, everyone. Um, my presentation is about Thailand. Why Thailand? I choose Thailand because the Kingdom of Thailand attracts more visitors than any other country in Southeast Asia, with its irresistible combination of natural beauty, robust cuisine, and ruins of fabulous ancient kingdoms. Their traditions are Songkran is the Thai New Year according to the Buddhist calendar. Mother's Day, the Queen's birthday, is on August 12 and coincides with Mother's Day. King's Day, December 5, is the King's birthday, and like the Queen's, concerts and shows are held throughout the country. Their national dishes are pad thai, white thai lui suam, tom yum goong. Their traditional beverages are chayam, cham manao, and nang manao. Their future attractions in Thailand are, are the Grand Palace and Wat Arong. That is all. Thanks for attention.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So there you have. Well, that's a kingdom, right? It's a country and it also has a kingdom. And it is very important to know about that. I don't know, Betsy, did you look for information about the king of Thailand? I think it's he, the one who sent his wife away, right? Don't you know?
No lo entendí, lo siento.
Ok, la cosa es que el rey de Tailandia, no sé si estoy errando, es el que mandó casi que a matar a la esposa. Don't you know that?
La verdad sí no sabía mucho de eso.
Okay, I'm not sure, but there are plenty of things that we have to know about different countries, but that's a very, very nice country too. I'm not sure, no sé si es él, la verdad, no sé si estoy errando, pero yeah, we have to know about that too. But it's a very nice country, Betsy. Very, very nice country. Thank you. Now let's see. Very good. So far we have had very nice presentations, okay? And that means that you have worked a lot. But now, since we don't have Volunteers, we're going to have a man. Let's see. Juan Carlos Palacios, please go ahead. Oh, okay. And then Julio. And then Julio. And then Alexandra. Then Kevin, and then Mario Ernesto, and then Ludwig. Okay, so please, there you go.
Okay, good morning, classmate and teacher. Today I will talk about the tradition and custom of Mexico. Traditions. Among the best now tradition of Mexico, we have the day of the Virgin of Guadalupe. On December 12th, the Day of the Virgin of Guadalupe celebrate the last day on which the Virgin appeared to San Juan Diego on the Tepeyac Hill. Day of the Dead. This celebration recounts throughout the world as the most typical of Mexican customs and celebration. Takes place on November 2nd throughout the country. Mexican wrestling. It's a sport of physical contact, combat, and performing arts. One of the characteristic elements of Mexican wrestling are the masks used by wrestlers of many colors and driving. Mariachis. The mariachi is a musical genre, but is also now the group that plays happily accompanied by a character dressed with a typical charro suit, including its hat. Traditional dishes. Mexican pozole. It's a traditional Mexican soup made from core grains to which mills, vegetables, and served with lemon juice, hot sauce, onion, and oregano. Mexican barbecue. The barbecue is a pre-Hispanic cooking method that consists of making a hole in the ground, heating it with wood embers, and placing stone to cook at high temperature. And today it has undoubtedly become a delicacy and for some a delicious and effective hangover remedy. Mexican mole. This dish is used with any type of roast meat accompanied by a sauce with a large number of spices and which is usually called chocolate in color. Uh, it's a sauce that is alive and really when you put in your mouth it literally becomes a great party for the palate. Tacos. Last but not least, we find the delicious and historic taco, which is a part of the cultural and gastronomic diversity of Mexico. Its variants are carnitas, longaniza, suckling pig, barbecue, birria, roast beef, chicken, chili, nopal with cheese, grasshopper, and avocado. And thank you for your attention.
Okay, very nice. Very nice job. Congratulations to you.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Now let's see, we're going to have Julio Ariel. Please go ahead. Nice job, guys. That's the way it should, it should be, okay? There you go.
Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about of Costa Rica too. And sorry. Wait. I'm going to talk about of Costa Rica. And Costa Rica has traditional events, traditional dishes, and traditional beverages. Traditional event, Mask Day, Día de la Máscara, Festival of Light, Festival de la Luz, and the Painted Car. Traditional dishes, gallo pinto, cansado, chifrijo, patacones, black soap, and traditional beverages, water sour, chili water, coco loco, agua colada, and the imperial. This is all, and thank you for your attention.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Julio, what is patacones? Or what are patacones? Julio?
No les sabría explicar cómo sería. Sorry.
Okay. So patacones are a plantain, or in Spanish we say plátano, fried, okay? And smashed on almost completely, but it's kind of like that. Now let's see who's next, please. We have Alexandra, Kevin, Mario, Ludwig, and Norelvi. Okay.
Give me one moment.
Okay, and then we have Ingrid Yamilet after Norelvi.
Teacher, tengo problemas ahorita, no puedo compartir. Si gusta que pase otro compañero.
Okay, thank you. Now let's see, Kevin is the next one, right? Yes, Kevin Ronaldo, go ahead, please. Yes, hello. Can you please continue? We can see the screen.
So I'm gonna talk about Greenland, the country. So let's see if it changes. can you see the flag? Right now, the flag should be the one that.
No, it is not working. I don't know why. We can see just the first slide.
Yeah, okay. This way should. So, here you can see the flag of Greenland. Uh, uh, just two colors, white and red, and a big circle in the middle. Let's see, Greenland has a really low population. It's just 56,000 people. Um, Considering that many countries, even our country, El Salvador, has millions people, uh, it says a lot about Greenland. Uh, their main languages are Greenlandic, Kalaallisut, Inuit, Inuktun, and Danish. Here you can see the map. Greenland is located in the above Canada, to the right. Here you can see an up close of the map. If you can see the main cities, there's no city around the middle because Greenland is basically all covered in ice. So only the edges of the map in the country, only in the areas where people live. Their way of living, you can see they all live near the sea. Uh, the main method of providing food is by uh, going fishing. Means of transportation. The only way to get to the island, because it's considered an island, is by airplane or by a coastal ship. And in the mainland, to go from city to city is by helicopter, and in the city is just by car or by boat. The tradition, dog sledding. They use another method of transportation. They use is dog sledding, using trained dogs to move around and skiing. Their foods, well, it's their tradition to hunt seals and eat them. The, there's also the one of the oldest tribes is the Inuit people. Uh, they could be considered the first settlers, the, the the first people that came to Greenland. Another thing is that during the night, you can see the aurora borealis a lot of time in Greenland, and the day and night cycle is really really different, because the longest day that they ever had, it, it lasted 21 hours, and the longest night was 20 hours. And there's also this phenomenon where you can call it an everlasting sunset, because the sun never sets, it's always at the edge. And this event lasts from almost the end of May until the end of July. Uh, that will be all. Thank you for your time.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Kevin. So now we're going to have your classmate, Mario Ernesto.
Ya presenta.
Okay, go ahead. Mario,
I'm sorry, perdí
please.
la conexión un momento.
Okay.
No, por otra. ¿Se logra ver?
No, yes, yes, now we're able to.
The country is Japan. The country is Japan in tradition, national dishes, traditional beverages, and more. In tradition, the is tradition Chetatsu, Nyongakuen Shiken, Hinamatsuri, Hanami, Tango no Seku, Tan Tanabata in Christmas, and Hanami. It's to have a picnic under the cherry blossom and observe the flaming beautiful of the white and pink flowers. In Tabata, it takes place of July 7th. It is a custom associated with a wedding wishes on strip of the colored paper and then entitled to the bamboo branch. And dishes I have sushi, tempura, and ramen, soba, onigiri, and takoyaki. And sushi, the base is the rice accompanying the fish, wrapped or semi-cooked, the seafood and vegetable or even fruit. And ramen, it is a noodle dish. Each region has its own recipe. The prepared causing a different type of noodles. Receive a board prepared white pork or chicken bone and different vegetables. And onigiri, it's a Japanese dish that consists of a rice ball stuffed or mixed with other ingredients. Its shape is triangular or oval, and sometimes it has a small nori seaweed. Traditional beverage is sake. It's a cold beverage that is often in fermentation and not distillation. And green tea. Traditional clothes. I I I see have in kimono, in yukata, happy, hakama, y furishore, and kimono, the traditional Japanese dress with the garment in common used until the early postal years. The Japanese the term mononism and ki comes from kiru, to wearing, to wear. The kimonos reach to lower parts of the body with a tita, neckline, white sleeve. The various types of kimonos worn by men and women on the children. The cut color, fabric on the decoration vary according to gender, age, material status, time of year, and occasion. And yukata is typical Japanese clothing made of cotton. It's mainly used of summer or warm season. It's much longer than the kimono because it does not have the layer that normally covers it because it's not made of steel. There are two styles of the yukata. The former a simple style or conforming used for sleeping or horse breathing baths. And second and more elaboration the yukata and servers and clothing of their summer parties. And finish and thank you. Listen for me.
Okay, very good, Mario. Now let's see, very good presentation. Now let's see, um, we're going to have Ludwig van Beethoven.
Yes. Wait a second. I'm about to present. Wait.
Okay, go ahead. That's okay. For the others, please be ready with your presentation. Just keep it, I mean, we have Norelli, Ingrid, Carlos, Katia, and Carla. Please get ready your presentation so that you just can present at once, please. There you go.
You guys can see?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, okay. Well, good morning, everyone. You guys can see the presentation? Yes? Make it big.
Yes, we can.
You guys? Okay. Good morning, everyone, and good morning, guys. I'm going to talk about Croatia. Croatia, it's a country at the cross of Central and Southeast Europe, and it shares coastlines along the Adriatic Sea. Croatia, as we all know, it's an European country, but for Croatian, it has a different name that is Hrvatska. And Croatians call themselves Hrvatski. That's their nationality for them. Well, moving on. Its capital, it's called Zagreb, and it's the city that has the most vast population in the country. One of the most representative symbols of Croatia is its national flower that it's called Iris croatica, and it means hope and faith. And it's very, very, you can notice how beautiful that flower is, but it's intense purple color, as you can see in the picture. But talking about national dishes and beverage of Croatia, we could talk about brodeto, that is a sea food like a sea fish, and chef usually do this dish using the catch of the day because of Croatia has a large coast. People go fishing very often, and a lot of of their cuisine has a lot to do with seafood. And another national dish of Croatia, it's called fritule, and this is like more like a dessert. Like I read that this is tastes like a if you eating a donut. So uh, this is very famous. Croatians usually eat this when it's like holidays or traditional festivals that they have, and it's very very popular. And another national dish is the Eastern ham. This is like more like an afternoon snack, like a snack that comes before the real meal that you're going to eat, and it consists on pork meal and cheese. And then we have on the national beverage, we have wine. Malsavija and Teran are two of the most famous wines that are in Croatia. Because of the weather in Croatia, it's easier for Croatians to sow grapes, and they have won a lot of awards for their wine. So it's they drink it like very often, like when they go out with friends or when simply they want to drink some wine, they do it. So well, moving on. And some interesting facts, sorry, about Croatia is there are more than 1,000 islands in Croatia along the eastern coast of the Adriatic Sea in Croatia. As I told you, Croatia has a large coast and there are a lot of islands there, but just a few of them people can live there. Most of them are uninhabitable, so people can go there because it's dangerous. And then we have Dalmatians. The Dalmatian breed of dogs that we all know and we all love came from Croatia, actually. They are originally from Croatia. And another interesting fact about Croatia, it's that most of the the majority of the population of Croatians live outside of their country, not inside of their country. There are about like 4 million Croatians living out all around the world, and just like a 3 million of Croatians living in their actual country. When I read that, I was really surprised, to be honest, because I didn't know that that happened in a European country, but now I know that that happens. So yeah, um, that will be all for my presentation. I hope you like it, and yeah, wait.
Okay, very good, very interesting. That's something new we didn't know about. Okay, so you can see we can learn from different countries, and since we are going to become international learners, so it's important for us to know about those things. So thank you. Who's next? Okay, so we have Ingrid, Carlos, Katia, Carla, JC, Jeffel, and Daylin, Henry, Stefan. Ok, vamos a llegar hasta Stefan porque creo que ni nos va a alcanzar el tiempo. Recuerden que es solo un minuto, ok? So please, there you go. Go
Okay,
ahead.
can you see?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good morning, everyone. And this day I will talk about of Italy and a small introduction to Italy. Italy is recognized for its art, its culture, its many monuments, pardon, including of the Tower of Pisa and the Roman Colosseum, as well as for its gastronomy. Famous Italian dishes are pizza and pasta. Its wine, its lifestyle, its painting, its design, cinema, theater, literature, and music, in particular opera. I will talk about what is the tradition of Italy. The first is La Giuliana. On the last Thursdays on January, large bonfires are lit in the square. La Lluvia, which is a large street puppet dressed in rags, represents a witch in its burn. The second is the Fest of the Italy Republic. It is the national holiday celebrated on June 2nd in Italy. The national dishes are lasagna alla bolognese and ensalada caprese. Lasagna alla bolognese, it has beef for stewing pork belly, onions, a carrot, tomato, among others. And the other dish, it is easy to make. It only has tomato, mozzarella, fresh basil, and salt. Eh, Traditional dessert, gelato. Gelato is quite similar to ice cream, but it is short, less intensely, and cannoli. It is consist of a tube-shaped rolled dough that contains ingredients mixed with ricotta cheese inside. Traditional beverage, limoncello. It's a typical Italian liqueur obtained by macerating lemon peel and possibly other citrus fruit in alcohol mixed with a series of water and sugar and Aperol Spritz. It is a alcoholic snap. It is usually consumed in the Venezia and Friuli Venezia Giglio region. This is a little about Italy. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, very good. Yeah, the gelato's delicious. Now, let's see. Thank you, Natalie. We're going to have your classmate. Who's next? Ingrid. So please. Go ahead. Por favor, estén listos con la presentación los demás para que avancemos y nos alcance el tiempo. Por favor. Okay,
Can you
go
see?
ahead, please. Yes,
Can you
we
see?
can.
Okay. Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about Germany. Germany is a country in Western Europe. In recent years, this country has been involved in political problems because it has been known to be the trigger for the Second World War. Traditions of Germany. Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest is the most famous festival in Germany. Original from the city of Munich. In this festival, you drink as many beers as possible and wear the barbarian customs. Is also celebrated Christianfest and Laternenfest, which is a lantern festival for children. Traditional dishes. Among the traditional dishes, we have the Eisbein and the Sauce. And finally, we have traditional beverage is beer. This country is the largest consumer and producer of this drink. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, very good. That's a nice one. They consume a lot of beer. A lot. Now, please continue. Who's next? Hello, hello. There you go.
Can you see?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, good morning, teacher and classmates. I'm going to talk about Spain. Spain is the only country in the Europe Union where Spanish is spoken as the official language. But the Spanish is not the only language spoken. Catalan and Galician are also spoken. It has 46 million inhabitants and borders France and Andorra to the north and Portugal to the west. Its capital is Madrid. Madrid and Barcelona are the two most visited cities in the country, and they are also the two most populated cities in Spain. Spain is the second country most visited in the world. The typical food in Spain is ham, churros, tapas, croquettes, potato omelette, paella, and wine. The most traditional things in Spain is flamenco and bullfighting. Flamenco is a musical genre that developed, developed in Andalusia, especially in the areas of Cádiz, the province of Spain where there is most bullfighting, in Ciudad Real, just behind the city of Madrid. Thank you for paying attention.
Okay, very good. Related to the food, they have the best food I ever tried. It's really, really nice. Very good. Thank you, Daniel. Now, who's next, please? Katia?
Me.
Isn't that you? Or who's next? Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. Go
Wait a
ahead.
second. Can you see?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good morning, guys and teacher. Today I'm going to talk about Cuba. This country is very nice because they have many traditions in the year. For example, they have game festival in Santiago de Cuba, carnival in the Cuban province is this one, and this one. Also, they have theater festival in Havana and Remedial Party Festival in Villa Claro is this one and this one. I will say that the most interesting festival for me is the theater festival in Havana because I think it's very nice and sounds good, you know. After that, they have six national dishes. For example, ropa vieja, congre, is like a rice, also beans morocos or cristianos, and caldosa. And finally, picado de habanera is this one. They use the common ingredients, for example, meat, rice, beans, tomato, onions, pepper, you know. In the other hand, they also have traditional beverage, for example, Cuban coffee, daiquiri, mojito cubano, Cuban libre is this one. It's like lemon with soda. Also, they have canchanchara is this one. And finally, they have guarapo is this one. Canchanchara and guarapo are very expensive in Cuba. Last plate, I wanted to add some interesting facts about Cuba. For example, their favorite sport is baseball. Also, it's the second country to transmit color TV because the first country to transmit color TV is United States, but Cuba is the second. Also, this country have clever and smart doctors. And by the way, medical care is free for the Cuban citizens. Also, they have the best tobacco in the world because in Cuba it's very common people smoke, you know. And also the best ballet school is in this country, in a specific in Havana City. And finally, they use two different currencies. And only that, thanks for your attention. Have a nice day.
Okay, very good. Another Latin American country. That's a nice one too. I would like to travel to that place. Well, maybe someday, right? That's the idea to have opportunity. Now let's see, Carla Anaí. Very interesting
Good
places you have
morning.
chosen so far, people. So good morning, go ahead.
But Yvonne is going to present because I have problems with my computer.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to know about the country of Mexico, their culture, their food, and their touristic place. Next, please. Located. Mexico is located in America, located in Southern America, part of North America. Next, please. The culture in Mexico is very rich as a mixed elements from various periods, from pre-Hispanic to modern aspect, as and the colonial period. The natural wealth of the country values is plurality, and therefore its providence is very own to characteristics to Mexico. Next, please. Traditions. Mexico is a country that presents various different traditions. A country that is full of traditions, of which we are proud of, such as Virgen de Guadalupe, Day of the Dead, and the Holy Cross. Next, please. For the most beautiful located in Mexico. Mexico is one of the most popular tourist areas and is visited a lot by tourists. The most visited places are Chiapas, Tulum, Cabo de San Lucas, and Cancun. Next. Typical food. Mexican food is one of the most delicious in the world, and one of the most famous dishes in Mexico are tacos, enchiladas, and pozole. Next. And I just want to say that Mexico is a very beautiful country and that I would like to visit one day. And thank you for your attention.
Okay, very good. So there you have. There you have. Now, Carla, you have a very good English. Please continue like that, okay? I can see that you have. Yeah, have you studied English before?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see
Thank you.
that. Okay, now, JC, please. Go ahead. We can see your presentation.
Okay. Okay, good morning, people. Today I'm going to talk about Italy. Italy is my favorite country. Okay, let's start. The traditions in Italy. Venice's Carnival. On that day, people dress up with different masks. The carnival celebrates between January and February. Also, we have Holy Week. This is the most important traditions because Italians are very religious, so it is a very important activity for them. National dishes. We have pizza. It's very famous because it's delicious. And not only in Italy, but all over the world is famous. We had pasta. Pasta is also one of the most important dishes in Italy. It's made with spaghetti, ketchup, and cheese, and other ingredients. Beverages. We have limoncello. It is an alcoholic drink in Italy made with lemon peel. And also grappa. It is an alcoholic drink too. Well, all three have alcohol. It's made with grapes. And finally, Fernet. It's made with herbs. The most visited place in Italy. First, we had Rome. It is the capital of Italy. Second, Venezia, and finally, Toscana. So, that's all. Thank you for listening to me.
Okay, okay. So please continue. Who's the next one? Very good. Italy has many dishes, but I mean, it's not that good. It's not that. They don't have that variety of dishes that much. Well, the ones that I tried, right? Now let's see who's next. Jeffo or Jeffo, Yvonne? Okay, go ahead.
Hello, good morning, teacher and guys. I am going to talk about Costa Rica. The traditional dance of Costa Rica is a punto guacanastero, also known as dance or son laws. Since the couple dance separately, and the typical food is gallo pinto. It's a traditional Central American dish that consists of a combination of rice and beans. The typical drink is guaro sour. It's a sugar cane based liquor. It is a clean sugar cane brandy with a slightly sweet. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, okay, very good. So we have seen Costa Rica before, but very good. I want you to express more, okay? It was less than a minute, but that's okay. Now let's see who's next. After Yvonne, we have Dajelin, right? Hello? Dajelin, are you there? Hello, hello. Hello? Well, we're going to have Henry Pineda.
Okay. And good morning, teacher and classmates. The country I chose was Netherlands. And the capital of Netherlands is Amsterdam. Then the traditional dishes, or the most common traditional dishes in Netherlands, the first one that are earthen soup. This is in our language will be a soup. This dish is made from vegetables and almost always contain potatoes. It also has sausages or minced meat and is usually accompanied by a slice of bread. The second one is the stamppot. Translates as a saucepan with puree. This is made with mashed potatoes and cabbage. It includes a lot of combinations of carrot, onion, or spinach. And finally, the bitterballen. There are small balls of bittermeat. These are usually accompanied with a beer, and because they fall into the category of accompanying food with something bitter. The traditional drink is the Ginebra. This is a alcoholic drink. It is a blend of neutral spirit infused with juniper berries and mulled wine. It's practically a whiskey. Interesting facts of Netherlands. In Netherlands, there are more bicycles than people. Since on average, each Dutchman has two bicycles and travels 2.5 kilometers every day. This is why the Netherlands is one of the countries with the fewest health problems in the world. In the Netherlands, there are traffic lights called phone addict traffic lights, which sound constantly to alert pedestrians before crossing a street while they have their eyes downcast. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, very good. Very good job. Now let's see, we're going to have your classmate, Stephanie Jasmine. Okay, I was calling you Stefan, pero es Stephanie, ¿verdad?
It's Stephanie, yes.
Ok. La cosa es que aquí aparece Stefan y Jasmine. That's why,
Por
but
error de inscripción.
okay, yeah, don't worry. You can keep on. Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Now I'm going to talk about Egypt. Egypt is a transcontinental country because the Sinai Peninsula forms a land bridge that linking into Africa and Asia. It is home to one of the oldest civilizations in the world and just over 100 million of people. It is the most populous country in the Arab world and third most populous in Africa. And this is the Great Pyramid of Giza. It is the tomb of the pharaohs Cheops, who ordered its construction and made it the tallest building in the world for more than 3,800 years. In addition to being the largest the of the pyramids in Egypt, is the oldest and the only one that still exists. The most popular sport in Egypt is soccer, and two of its most popular teams are Al Ahly and Zamalek. And the mish is a traditional Egyptian cheese that dates back to the time of the pharaohs and that requires a lot of salt and months or even years of fermentation. The final result is an extremely salty and spicy cheese. And the official language is Egyptian, Arabic, but they also understand English and French. And that's all. Thank you for paying attention.
Okay, very good. So, Wise, I can say that you have done a very nice job. So it means that I can push you more, okay? So it means that you're going to give your bestest, okay? You gave your best today, you're going to continue giving further than you did today. Now let's see. Well, it's time for us to finish the class. So I wish you the best and I'll see you tomorrow. Please get ready for tomorrow's class. One thing I'm going to tell you every time I'm going to be with you. Practice anytime you have the opportunity because English is all about practice, okay? Practice every single day. So that's it for today. Have a nice day. Bye, guys. Have a nice one. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the university, okay? Enjoy your meal to everyone. There you go. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye, Lee.
Bye.
Good teacher.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. I'll see you. Bye-bye.